Shalom and welcome to our video Vort for Parshat Tissa. The Jewish people who followed the golden calf, the Egel Hazav, they were deeply misguided. It was very unfortunate. But there was something there that was true, that was inspired, that actually could teach us a lesson. The people, what were they looking for? They were looking for a connection, for a role model, for something to take them higher in their spiritual journey. In the absence of Moshe Rabbeinu, they made a huge mistake. But what they were looking for made sense. And it's something that each one of us needs to think about. Do we have a Rebbe? Do we have a mentor? Do we have someone who inspires us to continue to grow in our spiritual journey? That someone is someone that we can and should connect with. There's an awesome story about the Heilige Rebbe, Reb Zusha of Anapoli. Reb Zusha had a chassid, a man who used to come to him regularly for advice, for eitzah, for support. And this man was a businessman. He was very successful, both in his business and in his spiritual growth. One time he came to visit Reb Zusha, and he knocked on the door, and the Rebbitzin opens the door, and she says, "I'm so sorry, Reb Zusha is not home." "Where is he?" asked the man. The Rebbitzin says, he went to Mezrich to see his Rebbe, the Maggid of Mezrich. And the man looks at him and he says, "Okay, thank you." She closes the door and he thinks, why am I going here to Reb Zusha if I could go straight to the source, to the holy Maggid of Mezrich? So he goes for Shabbos to the Mezricher Maggid. He stands in the back and there's a huge throng of people, a crowd of people. He can't even get to the front. But he's watching and he's hoping and he's thinking maybe this is the right fit for him. He comes back the following Shabbos, but he can't get to the front, he can't connect, there's no one really to talk to. Finally, after 3 Shabbosos, he goes home and he's not feeling good about himself. He feels like things are a struggle at work, and his whole ruchnius is down. So you know what he does? He goes back to Reb Zusha. He knocks on the door. Reb Zusha opens the door. He gives him a big hug. He says, "Welcome. I'm so happy to see you." So the man says, "Rebbe, I have to tell you the truth. I went for the last 3 Shabbosos. I went to Mezrich, to your Rebbe, because I figured that would be greater to get to the source." Reb Zusha said, "I'm not anybody really special, but we have a connection. Everybody needs a Rebbe, everybody needs a mentor, a Mora Derech, somebody to connect to. And that's something that we can pursue in our own lives." Good Shabbos.